All right, so Finn and I are enjoying one of the last days of summer, and we thought we'd give you an 8-month update on where he is. And really what I want to do with this is kind of go back to May 1st. And so he was like 5.5 months old, I think, or something like that. Beginning of summer, and where are we now? What progress have we made? I will say this, we've been working hard. When I've been home, it's not uncommon that we get up early in the morning, do like a morning session, a night session, and then do some stuff in the middle of the day too. So we've been putting the time in. I guess my philosophy all summer long has been, how do we build momentum? How do we build drive, continue to build drive, and really what we're trying to do in all areas of the game, build love of game, right? Come on, pay attention, don't be doing that. And build love of game for everything, right? And so that's always been the kind of guiding principle. Now we brought pressure in, right? Starting at when he was about 6 months old. But our goal has always been, how do we get great results with as little pressure as possible? Now, he has to know how to deal with pressure, and yes, all those things, and we use pressure, but I try to use as little pressure as I can to get him to doing things. All right, so let's talk about marking, because marking is one of those things, particularly land marking. And when he was 5 months old, he was lights out, man. He was doing stuff 250, 300, out to 300. Now, there were soccer fields and low cover, but his marking was incredible as a young puppy. He had his hunt pattern, and what we did too is, I've got wingers. I got slinger wingers, which are great. I've got thunder, I got 10 shooters. And so we've kind of been, a lot of the beginning of it was doing like hip pockets and inlines and all the kind of marking concepts. We were all doing them as singles, right? And we focused pretty much all summer on singles. But those patterns, we put marking concepts, we practice as singles. His steadiness is really good. I use a platform. So I sit him on a platform, and when the birds go off, this is where we're at now. If the birds go off, it's a small platform, so he doesn't have like a lot of room to move around. And if he comes off the platform, I say, which to him means, sorry, buddy, which means you screwed up and you don't get to retrieve. I put him in his kennel, and then we try it again. All right, so I don't use any corrections to get steadiness. It's working really good. He self-control to keep himself on that platform, and as a result, he's got really good line manners. Yeah, really good. We've also started with marking too, doing the remote. So we're like, I sit him, I walk away 80 yards, 100 yards, and hey, don't dig. I walk away 100 yards, and I throw his marks. And we're doing, like over the last month, we've been doing a lot of Y drills. I call them spider drills because I put more legs into it. But we've been doing a lot of those. And I will tell you, he did test me in the beginning. He broke, and this old guy sprinted to the bird. I got the bird before him. He did that twice in a row, and he's not done it ever since. All right, so he kind of learned, like, hey, gunners in the field will pick up the marks. But his marking has been lights out since the beginning. He still lights out. Big improvement in his hunts, right? Like when he misses a bird, he's got a great hunt now, which in the beginning of the summer he didn't. And we've also kind of expanded the cover. Like, he's used to digging birds out of cover, which we weren't doing that at the beginning. So, but I think he's going to be an exceptional marking dog. He looks like he's an exceptional digging dog right now. Finn, come here, buddy. You're on camera. Come on. Let's talk about his blinds. When at 5 months old, at the beginning of the summer, we were doing the Dixie Cup drills. Man, he locks into that bucket, and I now kind of white post behind it too. And he does like incredible. Like he does those out to 250, 275 as well, right? And he sees it. We go through the commands of, right there, good. He locks in. Yeah, and he does those with gusto, and he's in drive. Come here, bud. Recently, I started transitioning him. I'm not usually a white bucket guy, and because I think I think we got to wean him off it. So we're teaching him like taut blinds. It's a technique called connect the dots, which a really good trainer taught me, and he learned it from a really good field trialer, and it's outstanding. It's my favorite drill. I need to do a video on that. Hey, Finn, come here. Come here, sit. But anyhow, we've been doing those, and so now we're doing these taut blinds, and he does them like really good out to about 150 yards. And so he's just taking those really long lines. Now, we're not stopping him. We're not doing handling or anything. It's just lining drills and teaching him how to deal with factors on that stuff. So that's going extremely well. I think one of his strengths is going to be, hey, knock that off. I think one of his strengths is going to be his lining ability, like particularly in blinds, taking initial lines. I think he's going to be exceptional. All right, water, one of my favorite concepts. We've worked so hard on water, particularly in the last month or so, and he loves the water. And, you know, in the beginning, he was a little bit tentative, almost like I think he was thinking things through. He's so smart, and now he gets water, and we've been practicing like calling across the pond. When he hits the water, we're teaching him to go straight, basically, in the water. And when he hits the water, I throw a bumper. I say yes, and then throw the bumper, which teaches him when I get in the water, I get rewarded. And he's got a great water entry, right? He loves doing the marks that way too, but he's got a great water entry. His mother, Nala, had like the most incredible water entry I think I've ever seen. And it's close. It's not quite as, he doesn't get as high as Nala does, but it's really good water entry. So we haven't done long marks in it because I'm kind of, I don't have great water here to work with. And I'm just trying to get confidence and build love of game. But that's kind of where we're going next, is lengthening him out on the marks like he's doing on his landmarks. So let's talk about obedience. When he was 5 months old, he became kind of a wild man. He kind of was like a teenager with his driver's license. And he knew all the commands, but he kind of got a little bit like, I'm not sure if I want to listen to those. And anyhow, so we went through collar conditioning when he turned 6 months old. It was a little slow and it was a little bumpy, to be honest with you, but we kind of took our time and we stayed really patient, and his obedience is really pretty good for an 8-month-old puppy right now. So yeah, really good obedience. He's collar conditioned to hear and to sit and heeling, place boards, his beds, kennels, like everything we do, we have a command. In fact, I said kennel, and the funniest thing is when I let him out in the morning, he goes to the bathroom and then runs and jumps in the back of my truck kennel. I got one in the back, and it just talks about how much that guy loves the work, that he just jumps right in the back of it like that. So anyhow, his obedience is so good off lead that I can actually I got a campground, and so, you know, usually a couple times a week I go off lead obedience. We walk around the campground with dogs and kids and peoples and boats and all that stuff. And he does really well in that situation. So we still got a long way to go on his obedience, but we are getting really close like that. So, hey, Finn, come here. Come here. As I'm talking about obedience, he does. There he goes. Come here. All right. And so I'm gonna see if we can get. He's kind of a long, like from a structure standpoint, I think he's gonna be about 65 pounds, which is ideal, which is perfect. He's kind of built like a wide receiver. He's kind of long-legged. He's super athletic and fast, but he's got these long legs to him, and I absolutely love it because he moves really well and really fluid and it doesn't take him a lot of energy like that. So, and I just personally, I love the way he looks, and I love the way he runs like that. So, all right, my friends. Well, hey, this was a 10-month update, or an 8-month update, excuse me. And yeah, still got a lot of work to do, but we're making really good progress.